Alright, welcome to a Warlock Nova Bomb build guide. This build obviously centers around Nova Bomb and having it up basically all the time. For this build to work, you'll need some specifics, so listen carefully. This will be a very specific guide video. Let's start with the first item, the exotic. Skull of Dire Ahamkara is going to be the exotic of choice. The perk states that you gain additional damage resistance whilst in Nova Bomb, and that Nova Bomb kills grant super energy, which is the part we're here for. Now the mods. These mods are basically a must-have for this build to work, so if you don't have some of these, keep checking the Gunsmith mods each day as they reset on a daily rotation. First mod is going to be a yellow Charge of Light mod called Energy Converter, which is found on Void armor pieces. It states that when you are Charge of Light, throwing a grenade will give you super energy in return and consume the stacks you currently have up to 50% of your super. Now to get to that 50% from one grenade throw, we need to spec into Charge of Light and hitting Charge of Light times 5. This is where Charged Up and Supercharged come into play, allowing us to get all the way up to times 5. Now, let's cover how we're going to become charged in the first place. Blast Radius and Taking Charge are the green mods for this job. Blast Radius will give Charge of Light on Grenade Launcher and Rocket multi-kills, and Taking Charge will give us charges for picking up Orbs of Power. Now to get these two proccing all the time, we are going to be using the Wrathborn GL called Deafening Whisper, with the perks Ambitious Assassin and Wellspring. Why these perks? Well, Ambitious Assassin will allow 2 shots before reloading, which will give us many multi-kills and charges of light, and Wellspring to give us the ability energy on kills for our grenade, which is a pretty key component to this build. This GL fits perfectly for what we are trying to accomplish here. Quick, efficient charges of light. You'll see why that's important. For our primary, we're just going to slap on Bad Juju just for that added super energy. The heavy weapon doesn't really matter, so I'm just using my legendary go-to, any lasting impression rocket, for any kind of burst / boss damage. This part really doesn't matter, so just run whatever you want. Okay, now we've gone over all the perks and items you'll need to make the build, it's time to show you how it works. And here's a clip to give you an idea. The idea is that you want to be killing as much as possible with the GL and gaining stacks of Charge of Light. This will be the most effective path to doing that. Once you have a times 5 stack and a super and grenade ready, it's time to put things into motion. As you are sending out the Nova Bomb, you will immediately throw your grenade before the Nova Bomb goes off and after you have thrown the Nova Bomb. This is vital for the build to work. Throwing the grenade will instantly give you 50% of your super back, and then the Nova Bomb will explode, get a ton of kills, which will give you energy back with Skull of Dire Ahamkara. After that combo, you should basically be at your next Nova Bomb, so you should immediately start getting kills with the GL again, to gain grenade energy back and building the stacks of Charge of Light all the way to times 5 again. Rinse and repeat. If the combo is done by throwing the Nova, letting it explode, and then throwing your grenade, you will lose out on the max super energy return, as Energy Converter perk only gives up to 50% of your super bar and will never go over, unlike Skull of Dire, which will give super energy no matter what, so always make sure you throw the nade straight away to keep things rolling. As for the weapons you need for this build, you can find the Wrathborn GL in the Wrathborn hunts. You just have to keep grinding them until you get the Royal Bond. That's just how it is. Also, Bad Juju is only really there if you have your nade and stacks ready to go but are waiting on your super. There are also a few more mods you can use to gain either grenade energy or super energy. A notable one is Ash's Asset, which will give you super energy on grenade kills. The rest of my perks are to help the GL have as much ammo as possible, because you're going to be spamming it all the time. The best time to use this build is probably during strikes with Voidburn or anything like that, and also Grenadier. Grenadier is going to help out an absolute ton. I personally wouldn't recommend this build in some extreme endgame content such as GMs and such like activities, because I feel like you won't get much value out of it, you're not running champion mods, and you're likely to die in the process. Not to mention that it takes a lot of setting up to do, and that setup just isn't going to happen when the enemies will die to your GL. I'm going to let the rest of the clips play out, and for those that don't know, I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Jukes. I hope to see you there. That's the Nova Bomb build video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you get some use out of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.